So I'm testing the new version of the H5P plugin. This is a plugin which includes HTML embed code. And the idea here is that you can then reuse a H5P activity in any other Moodle activity, such as a page. So to get started, I've got the original activity, and I've also got a page which I've embedded that activity. I'll start with the H5P activity first. I happen to use a timeline as my example, and you'll notice now it has some embed code, so I can copy that and put it elsewhere in Moodle. So this is all looking very promising, and if I do that, and I've done this ahead of time just to speed things up, I can place it within, for example, a Moodle page, and you'll notice that I've got my own content here and then the embedded activity below it. And that means you can better contextualize your activities. It's really powerful. There's a critical problem with this, however, which is a problem I think will prevent us adopting it until it's been addressed by the developers. And the problem is this: if I make a copy of this course, maybe for a new student intake, the embed code does not update. And so the copied course points to the version of the H5P activity in the original. So for example, if I go to this, which I've just simply made a copy of it, this H5P activity appears to be part of this course, but it's actually pointing to the original in the parent, in the thing that was copied. Now, where this will become problematic is if I'm a student and I'm only a student of this copied course, I don't have permissions to view the timeline, so it'll simply break and you'll get an error at that point. Perhaps even more dangerous, I suspect, is if a student happens to be, for whatever reason, a student of both the parent and the child. When they complete the quiz in the child course, in the copy, their result would be recorded back in the parent. So there's a disconnection, a discontinuity there. So let me demo. Here I am back in the original course. I'm going to go into the timeline activity and I'll edit that. I'm going to make an obvious change to this H5P activity, and then we'll go over to the child and see what effect that has had. So let's get started. What can I do that's going to be really very obvious? Okay, I'm going to put some nonsense in here. So the first item on the timeline is now just going to have some dummy text. Go to the bottom, save and return to course. Now if I go back over to the copied version and hit a refresh on this, you'll notice, unfortunately, that change has affected the copy as well. So no longer are these things connected in the appropriate way.